So, hi everyone, and welcome to this live of the last minute about something really awful happened to me, and not just to me, but also to some really. Oh, it's really dark, probably the video. Sorry, guys. So, to me, and after to a group of veteran of animation, which is something when you have like around 20, 30 years, 15 years of experience. It's kind of really sucks, but just anyway, what I will say here, it's just my experience, and also some of the witness testimony I've collected during these days about people they work there was fired also. So I have a kind of uh, situation to describe something. Of course, can be also probably if there is someone like a chair CEO of Reply. This live is free, so if they want to have, there is a confrontation, right? So if they want to explain a little bit better what is happened, they can do it here, because again it's free. So there is a chat, there is the freedom of speech. So that's, anyway, this is my story. And that kind of story you don't want to hear when you are someone tied to the industry of VFX animation since long time, like me. I don't know if it's just probably the my camera, it's frozen, I think. This sucks. No, it doesn't, it's not frozen. So now we're gonna start some like 1 month half ago. Okay, so 1 month half ago, one guy, a junior HR of Reply, contact me out of the blue on my personal mail, and just told me about a really beautiful project with Dragon, right? So I was leading and supervising in House of the Dragon, and I love Dragon, and I animate creator, so you, I mean, this is a kind of soft point for me, when come with there is project where you can animate the Dragon, 1 year contract, not bad, paid, of course, not also well paid, but was fine. I mean, for me, it was like, okay, senior animator, I can do some animation for me easily, chilling without any effort, or at least not the same effort, I had when I supervise or I lead. Anyway, no, I was like, okay, that could be a really nice, opportunity. So the very first day, they oh, of course, the recruiting was fast. I mean, was the fastest I had in my experience, and I work since '95. So I did a lot of interview, and I had also a lot of offer and everything. So normally uh, it was like you have an interview, you wait some like a week, 2 week, and after you have an offer and everything. No, here it was fast. I mean, Thursday the interview, Friday offer, you accept, from Monday you can start. I was like, what the fuck, that's good. I mean, I'm someone is not really patient, and for me it was like, okay, that's fine. I can start. Monday. That's cool. So Monday in the chat, I see a lot of people. A name of people I was working with, like Celine. She was leading with me in House of the Dragon, and there was Carlos Velasco, another great animator from Spain. A lot of really great animator, with a lot of experience for the same fighting project of the dragon, right? And when we begin to to see the thing of dragon, I begin to work on a flying cycle, and I enjoy it, this thing and everything. And at one point, Joao and Francisco, which are kind of like I mean right, contact me and asked me to jump in a meeting, really fast, and was like, hey, what do you think about our project of Dragon? I was like, what I think. You buy a rig instead to make it from scratch. So now, of course, your quality is not the best. And it's like, we want to have, we want to reach House of the Dragon. Wait, was not House of the Dragon, was a photorealistic level in this animation, which doesn't meaning shit. Photorealistic level doesn't meaning anything. There is a lot of things made your animation, your product realistic, not even photorealistic, which is something, not even my mother. She is like 86 years old. She know better the terms than, that guy. Anyway, the photorealist project, which I want to call just, the VFX project, which is, a little bit more, have more, it's more decent than photorealist. So it's like, there is a lot of things make a product realistic, which is not just the animation, right? There is the model, look dev, there is a lot of stuff happen, to make this thing realistic, which if someone asks me like, we want to do something photorealistic, for me it's already a big red flag, but that's fine. I'm used to be to big red flag. I've speak with a lot of people in the industry, overall client. I will say at that point, Francisco Joao for me was already client. Was not even more, if someone begin to express in that terms and begin to use this kind of things, this kind of word for me is not even more a CEO. For me, it's just a client. And I'm used to clients, so why not? So I just speak with them. I explain some of the stuff like what which kind of stuff we should have to to build something like that. And a lot of I know Stella and Natasha because I have like I was with them, but all the people did the workshop with me. I use Enneagram as part of my workshop. Enneagram is the study of personality. I want you guys after this live you go and see which kind of personality now I gonna shoot on Joao and Francisco. So Joao, of course it's a personality 6, not healthy, which is gonna destroy in 3, right? So it's always like kind of it's take the scene. It's really melodramatic. It's really when talk about give pressure. It's not just pressure. It's melodramatic. Everything it's about life of death, which is something where you are in charge of a studio. If you are you manage a studio, it's not good because you should, I mean, you can be also super anxious at home, you know, but what the fuck, okay? So if you need to lead people, don't show your weakness. I mean, come on. Francisco is a personality 5, which it's like, robotic, and like, try to catch information and collect information. Anyway, we begin to work, and there was a lot of people, like, I mean, it was really a super group, and my animators, Natasha and Stella, they was really really great. Okay, so I really love, enjoy work with them, because the quality of the animation they have, the quality of the skill they have was incredible, was really high. And so we begin to work, a lot, really a really big team, a really super team, and great lighter Giuseppe, amazing, working Weta, working NPC. A lot of people from NPC was like, what the fuck, it's kind of another kind of NPC, which is not something good, right? Could be good, could be not good, but NPC was gold if we gonna compare the the next weeks of this production. Anyway, my first question was like, you have a pipeline. What is this, a pipeline? I begin to build. I have already the idea of a pipeline. I do script, I do tools, so I begin to do a pipeline for the studio, which also is evolved in my own project of pipeline. And yes, of course, is mine. And I haven't give to Francisco and Joao. So this just because I want to be clear. Anyway, I begin to build a pipeline for them, and we work, of course, on Google Drive. Google Drive. So Google Drive, where everyone can just go and fill theirself shit, move file around like a huge playground, right? So for me, the Google Drive was the second red flag, but it's fine, Again, I'm used to red flag. Work is work, When at one point where you are on the boat, I mean, it's what when you are pro, it's gonna drive you. The fact we building all together something, and you work not anymore for that guy and that client, but you work to make this thing all together and make work, because animation and VFX, animation, gaming, it's a synergy team. Okay, synergetic work. Every department work for the other. So if a department collapse all the other. And when you are, when you're dancing, you need to dancing till the end, right? Till the music end, which is not meaning you like this fucking music, but you need to dancing until the end, because otherwise, everyone stop, and you have just to work for nothing. So it's fine. Google Drive, Saturday night. Okay, I do something. I build the pipeline. There is a synchronization of something. What is at one point I gonna save on my computer, and this is a really funny part, because I have here 2 person dinner with us, 2 friends of us, just dinner at our place, 9:30 in the evening. Yeah, by the way, is Ricardo. My kid is here. So anyway, and it's like this, guys. It's evening in Italy. It's like this. Anyway, and we have here no two guys dinner with us, two friends. I gonna save my animation, and out of the blue tell me there was an error on the file. So I go on Drive and see Drive was completely delayed. Delayed. There was any more, there is anything. So my mind was like at this point was cold. I had my laptop. I just, go to the laptop, stop the synchronization. I have the whole project. I get a hard drive, external hard drive. I put on my computer. I begin to copy the whole project. I go on Slack because, of course, we use Slack, another thing, and a message to Francisco. And I say, look, Francisco, you have a backup in the server of this project? And Francisco replied me, Rui will gonna bring the server. Say, what the fuck is Rui? First thing, a server you don't bring. You need to have a server in a room with a temperature. It's like 20 degrees of temperature with someone take care of the server. I mean, the server, it's a big thing. So, Francisco, I again, another time, I gonna redo my question. You have a server or not? No. Okay. So, I gonna tell you what is happened. The work is done. Gone. There is nothing on the drive. So at this point, I think Francisco have an heart attack, but that's fine. Say, but I have saved everything on my hard drive. And from there, I will, because I have two NAS at home, right? I have a NAS of 14 tera, I have another NAS of 14 tera, I have another NAS of 7 tera. So I say, I'm gonna do one thing. I'm gonna put on my NAS the project. I'm gonna reply the two NAS to have a copy, every day, so you are safe. But this doesn't work like that. So there was panic, panic in Joao, panic in Francisco. I speak with Rui, which I know I meet with. It's also a really funny guy, but the fact was nobody know why we need a server. Nobody. Was like, was the first time in my life I work without a server. And this is something, wait, because it's not just animation. When you work with a server, you work with a certain speed of exchange of the data, right? Data exchange going on another speed. And that speed is the thing is gonna avoid the whole production to have bottleneck. That bottleneck we have working with Drive. Thank you. So at that point, for me was like, what is that? I mean, it's like, so at that point, everything began to go worse and worse and worse. And, at one point, there was not any kind of machine to perform rendering on Udemy, of course, because they hire a really good FX artist on Udemy, but doesn't have a Udemy farm, doesn't have a fucking Udemy farm. So you work with Udemy, but you don't have a Udemy farm. And again, another thing was really bad was the fact they have an Amazon farm that it doesn't work. So at that point, Giuseppe, which is a really great guy, told them about the Fox render farm, and we know we managed to integrate in the pipeline and managed to integrate in the pipeline the Fox render farm, and we begin to work with the Fox renderman, which was even more cheap than the Amazon render farm. It worked. We begin to render, with a great surprise of Joao and Francisco. So at that point, it was, the thing was really erratic, people doing 16 hours, 18 hours of overtime, and you can see this, it's all, it's all registered 16, 18. It's not some random number, was true. Working until 3, 4 the night, with Joao always in panic, and you know and we did it. We deliver a really nice project with a really nice product. And Joao the Friday morning asked me to buy 256 gigabyte of RAM. Friday morning. I want to repeat this because it's really probably, we need to understand what is this 256 giga fucking byte of RAM. It's a lot. Joao, it's a lot. You need to change motherboard, you need to change CPU, but when I told him, look, I can't take, something like that for tomorrow, he was told me it's too urgent. We need to finish always with this anxiety. Now, there is also some harassment due during the way, but this will be another thing. Anyway, we deliver. There is another thing, sorry. There is another thing. The fucking 5-point mail asked from Francisco, where I okay, Francisco, I need to confess that the 5 points, the 5 point I sent you the first time was a bunch of bullshit wrote with AI. I don't really want to spend my time, waste my time, to give you some information. So I'm sorry, of course I haven't give you other 5-point mail because I didn't trust about this thing, right? I'm sorry. Anyway, come back, to the end of the project. I asked which could be the next step, right? It was like, now what I do. So I doing, workshop to Natasha and Stella because again, I really love make connection with animators, and I really love enjoy work with Natasha and Stella. And I'm sure, if I work with all of you in animation, could be a really great experience. When this something is rotten, it's rotten from the head. The fish begin to be rotten from the head. Anyway, we begin, to talk about, what is the next step. Francisco asked for really weird things about 600 shot. No, wait. This is cool. So I need probably some atmosphere here. They told us if we take that job, we could get something like 10,000 hours of video content. 10,000 hours of video content. Wait, I'm gonna do some math. Of course, we're laughing because we are in the industry, since a long time. And just to give you some number, a really good studios with a really good organization, a really good production can do something like 2 hours of really good video content a big studio like Disney, 2 hours of video content for years. Every years you have 2 hours of fucking video content. 10,000 hours of video content. And I also, was like, wait, you meaning 10,000 hour of man work, which is it's around, if with a big team you have like 3 hours or four. No, they repeat 10,000 hour of video content, which means 5,000 years of work. Guys, we are immortal now. After 5,000 years, Reply is gonna close and say, good, we did the Dragon Project. What the fuck? And this was good. This was so good. Was so good. I can tell when I hear that, we laughing. Guys, we laughing. Another thing really enjoyable when Joao told to everyone, Gabriele have saved the project in something he called NAS. I don't call NAS. They are NAS. Anyway, we finish our project and we wait, right? Finish our project, last render. The deadline begin, from Wednesday to Thursday to Friday. It's more and more and more. And at the end, we deliver. Giuseppe tried to reach Joao. Joao is traveling for I don't know where. I tried to reach Joao, which doesn't reply to any of my message. Francisco is really kind because it's played, it's like I think it's like the bad and the good cop. It's like they have some role inside, like Joao, it's more tough, which is not anyway. And Francisco, it's more, pat pat, I am your friend. And Monday, out of the blue, we have all the same fucking message from a bot, probably. I don't know, because the HR, which I don't want to talk about the invoice with PayPal, which for me it's super stupid. But anyway, maybe because I am an old guy. I don't know. I'm 50 years old. Probably, I don't know. For me, PayPal, it's bullshit. Anyway, that's fine. I took my money. That's fine. But we have all this message come from the bot, and we was fired. We was fired without any notice because our contract of 1 year have a clause. Would you say clause? Yes, a point where we have like 60 days of probation. The 60 day of probation. 60 day of probation. Are smart. I'm smart. I've used this guy, we have the product, and we at the same moment we was just shut down on the chat. We see there was just recruiting other people for begin again and again and again. So I don't know if there is someone there that just give some fund to reply. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Again, it's my experience. If you want to talk about this, explain, it's fine. I just try to think about the things goals at one point. Maybe, maybe allegedly, maybe they ask fund for some things, really cool in AI. We have a technology, a super cool technology in AI, they got fund. They got a lot of money of fund. So guys, I don't know if someone out there know, give fund to reply for the AI technology, but everything is CGI, done by people paid shit, Indian, Philippine, Serbian, Italian, Spanish, French, Croatian. I don't know. I mean, probably from around the world. And probably when you see this thing, they say it's AI. It's done with our technology, but it's not. We have our project. We have our dragon. We have. It's us. It's not yours. So there is a one thing probably when you step in the VFX industry, when you step in the animation industry, when you step in something where there is people professional, you should learn. And this is the lesson. Don't mess up with people used to work in studios where the situation was way worse. Because if you try to mess up with this kind of people, you have a backfire because nobody is gonna have trust now in reply. And probably this is your last bullet in your gun before that. And it's like, I mean, at one point, there is people who can say, no, I don't care. It's fine. It's not for me. It's not, it's for all the people of this industry. Begin to denounce this kind of stuff is gonna maybe change things in this fucking industry. We are not slave. We are not number. We cannot be used from people doesn't know shit when talking about stuff. So there is other things here. I have like some a lot of message in these days and where they report harassment, sexism, abuse, overtime not paid, and this is all illegal. So now I don't know if guys, but I am part of Women in Animation program. I am a mentor in Women in Animation. I have already reported this situation to Women in Animation. We will see. Sexism is something we don't like. Overtime not paid is something we don't like. Harassment, joke, treat the people, fire people because they talk too much. It's not legal, guys. It's not because you think to have money and to have built a startup in 2 fucking years you can do everything you want to people. It doesn't work like that. There is rules, there is law, there is a fucking respect for everyone. Work in your fucking studio and help to build your fucking project. And you need to put in your head really well. You need to have this thing enter in your head. Because This is how it's working in the VFX industry. Reputation, respect, dignity. You know, we work with some harsh studios. All people we was there, but even the worst studio we work, they have respect for our work. They respect us for our work. Even if we're doing overtime, even if we're doing other things, really tough. Because of course, this is a really tough job, and you do a lot of overtime, you do a lot of night spending on your work. But if on the other time you have someone value your job with money, with word, with both, it's good. But here you miss this thing, this really important piece of the puzzle, which is gonna, probably it's what is gonna drive you to the failure. I mean, come on. You really want, I mean, you don't even know what is a server, really? Photorealistic? What the fucking is that? It's not even a word, photorealistic. It exists, this word photorealistic. You have gold. From everyone of our team, you have fucking gold. It's it's not usual. You can't you can't give for granted this thing. So again, I hope guys you pay me because I can't be really, if you don't pay me, I'm gonna be really pissed off, but I think you will pay me. There is also a reason why, they call me Wolverine, the animal, not the X-Men. I'm small. I'm 159. I'm small, but when I get angry, I get angry. So I can tell this, in your defense was I mean, you pay me everything, the overtime, and etc. Yes, thank you, but not thank you. Why? Because the money doesn't buy the dignity. I mean, you know, it's not something it's why you pay someone you can do everything you want. You pay someone for the job, not for be a puppet. I know also, there is really different salary between things which are kind of weird, like a lot of gap between salary, like $1,000 versus $95 maybe for Indian guys for month. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I have not the right information. It's why if you um, if you want to say something in your defense, because it's like it's a confrontation. It's not an accusation. I just give you some fact happen, right? You can give me your point of view of the things and we can discuss about. So I'm here, and my salary was $27 for hours before tax. So it was like, from this you need to deduct all the tax and everything, was so it's gross, 27 hour gross, which it's fine. I mean, I'm not someone, it was like, I mean, for me it was like senior animator, but after 2 days I was already a supervisor. So So, for me was kind of at the beginning was like, kind of job 8 hours per day without any problem, so which can be also, I mean, it's fine, I can, but you see, this gap, this gap. So, there is a lot of things, guys, you need to clarify, which is probably, you should at one point, probably, I, I say for you, but probably you should take one moment, do a meeting in your studio, and give your apologies for all that people that work there, because you need to apologize to this guy. You need to apologize to your team. $6 for fucking hour? What the fuck? I see now. I didn't knew. Hmm. I don't know what to say. You know, I had worked with a lot of really weird guys in the industry, and that's fine. I respected everyone, and have always confrontation when I need. This probably was the awful experience I had in my life, because I feel used, I feel abused, because my creativity was like, I give you knowledge. Everyone give you knowledge for free. And I feel like, in a kind of big joke. I have still the copy here of the project on my NAS, just to tell you. And maybe, you should even deserve this kind of talk, you know. That's fine. I mean, we we have this tool now, right? Which is YouTube, social network, where we can just discuss, you know, make confrontation live, and also give some explanation, so it's not like before where it's like, I didn't knew, you can ask me, I'm gonna ask you. You need to take the time and explain well what is happened, because probably not me, probably not also the people work, for you in this kind of fucking photorealistic project, but people work with you now, probably they want answer. They want to know why there is all this thing doesn't work in in your studios, and after probably someone give the found for you, want to know why is, yeah. Yeah, me, I did what? Guys, just the pipeline I did, probably I just, put at least $5,000 just for that. No, 27 hours gross, which is meaning, probably less of the salary I had until now, just for do supervisor, not animators. Yeah, we work on that. Hormones. We work on that. We work on studios, to make the things right. It's not because we want glory, we want success. We want to make the things right. What is missing in the industry now is to make the things right. Lie off from one day to another. Lies, a lot of lies. There is no transparency, there is no respect, there is no sense of kind of sense of empathy. We want to make the things right, so probably no. We will do that. Maybe one thing, one day, no one thing, one day. I hope. But it's every one of us was paid a lot less than other job for all the work we did. And don't trust about Francisco, Joao, Nej, all the HR say to you, because it's just, they want to put all one against the other. But no, I have something for you guys. We are stronger than you, because without us, you don't have the power. There was Patti Smith sing a really beautiful song, was "People Have the Power." You should listen, because we have the power to stop all the things to work for you and put you in the shit. So now you need to apologize to all these people in the studio, explain some of the stuff. Probably from Monday, just chill out in this weekend. Try to put the stuff together. Try to put your shit together, and go in Monday and try to explain to all that people what happened in your studios. I see also some weird message about all the quarter one, quarter two, quarter three was not good, quarter four is not even mentioned. What the fuck is that? You're gonna give your report, when you, I mean, what? It's not even a report. It's kind of chat on Slack. We don't do chat on Slack. There is proper channel in the studios. There is a proper organization in the studios. There is a pipeline. There is a server. There is people lead other people with respect. So this was my story, my point of view, what it's happened. Again, it's something, it's happened really. It's also something happen is gonna, who them make me cause. Why? No, I don't think so. I mean, I have a good lawyer. I'm not afraid of these guys. It's fine. I don't think they will do something, right? They have too much skeleton in the garderobe, you know. There is too much shit to show. Well, I don't think so. No, I think, they would not even reply. to this thing. They will just, steam off of the stuff because they think people forget. Probably people forget. It's true. Can forget people. Really, yeah, a lot of cricket soft. Not even cricket. Student license software from Autodesk. Yeah, this is another thing. Thank you for reminding me. Student license from Autodesk. It's legal to make work with studio license from Autodesk. Hmm. Anyway, it's like yeah, yes, you've true. Dodge named Tina. I love also your nickname. It's true. The fucking chat GPT. Yes. So at one point, Francisco used chat GPT to make critics to the dragon made by Damien, which is one of the most amazing artists out there, with the fucking chat GPT. So basically, you you give us an NDA to sign, and you break in your own NDA, feed ChatGPT with material covered by NDA. What the fuck is that? I mean, my brain was like, what? 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 And I mean, you can even do. I mean, you can give feedback, of course. We love feedback when it's something do with knowledge and and come even from you. But with ChatGPT, come on, guys. Nah, this was something when it's happened. We was like, what? What? I mean, our brain was like, going like in Matrix when you begin to have this. And this also was something really really bad, because if you feed without the consent of the artist AI, just because you don't know shit about. If you don't shit about, you can just hire a CGI soup, which probably someone can tell if a work is good or not. But if you do like you did, it's like take a flight, go in the cabin with the pilot and say, look, for me, I would drive the airplane in that way. If you do this in an airplane, there is the aeroportual police is gonna get you arrested. Just think. So anyway, this was my story, and I hope to make some clarification, explain stuff, and probably help someone to stay away from reply. Yes, thank you. My brain sometimes is working like I don't remember things. Yes, it's true. Operation engineering. Yes, everyone there in reply are operation engineer, which doesn't mean shit. It's like you have a lot of role you can cover when someone like Joao, Francisco, or Nej, or other people, like are on the high floor, you know, just want, just want. Like you can do, like animation, you can do supervisor, you can do, because you are a fucking operation engineer, you will laughing a lot when you say engineer, because we imagine the engineer from Prometheus. Operation engineer, which is not the meaning shit. Anything. I don't know even if there is a code for operation engineer. When you open a VAT in other country, you need to have a code. I don't think exists. Guys, it's like photorealistic. Our word put together, without any logic. Yeah, that's true. The operation engineer. Thank you, Katrina. Yes, a lot of good memories there. Really, really was really funny. At least we laughing a lot. Anyway, this is a story. There is no producer, of course. They don't know what is this a producer. That's another thing. Of course, there is not a producer. Why a producer? Why keep track of the things you do? There is Joao, there is Francisco, right? But anyway, yeah, guys, and peace off. Sorry. I don't take personal, but probably yes, take personal, maybe. And again, it's not something, because this it's really, I want to clarify for a kind of for law. Because I think it's fair also, for understand here what happened. So what's happened here is I give my part of the story, my point of view of the story, with where I have also explain. I also report things, report me in some message about the situation of the studio. But no, I haven't put reply in workplace on LinkedIn, because I was like, I don't know where it's like, I don't know what is this. I was not even, at one point I was like, I'm gonna wait like 2 or 3 months, because I wasn't trust about this guy. Anyway, I give my part of the story here. I report, message from other people for the situation of the studios, right? Which I don't say. I mean, I can say in my story what is true or not, because I've passed on my skin. You can give you guys your point of view of the story. Maybe I'd misunderstood, maybe not. Confrontation. You can explain why happened this thing in your studios somehow, which again I remind you are not really legal. Are not legal. Sorry, guys. So but I'm open. I'm open. If that things happen are not legal, if that things happen are not legal, and you can explain if this is true or not, probably give give us some explanation about all that, maybe. And anyway, Monday you could take a moment to thanks all the people who work there, explain a bit about the salaries, because this probably is something, if is true, I want to know, to give you the benefits of doubt there, guys. I think you have to explain a lot of stuff to your artist, to your animators. Apologize with them and see if you can make this thing right, at least for them. And of course, everyone there out there, it's a message for all the good artists out there, because they try, to hunt other people for their project of the 600 short slash 10,000 hour of fucking videos content, which again I remind, it's 5,000 years of work, which is not good. If you are immortal, can be a good value. Anyway, all the people there, they need to be careful about reply, because at one point they will be used and fire. So this is all for me. I hope you have some clarification. Again, I'm open, to every kind of discussion. I don't want to point the finger to you guys, because at the end, you can also try to make the things right and explain what's happened using the truth. Say the truth, it's always a good thing. I mean, you haven't read Pinocchio? What the fuck? And if everyone want to reach me, I am on LinkedIn. And if you want to talk with me, if you want to even I can listen. I know what is this. Sometimes have a toxic environment and cannot escape. So if you want, I'm here. You can reach me on LinkedIn. I can support you, from a human side. And thank you for tonight. And you're a great artist. Don't forget, you have a dignity, and dignity, it's like worth more than job. I know. I see all the stuff you do there. You have passion, you have skill, you have everything need to work for a good studios with dignity. Okay, I love you all. I hug you all. You are great. See you on LinkedIn. Bye.